Hello my lovelies, last day of Cannes, and I've had a great festival. Not as good as Nike, I would say. They've got to be pretty happy with what happened. Nike, along with Droga's NYC, New York Times campaign, sort of scooped up everything, as I thought they would, after I saw them at D&AD. And it was Nike's Dream Crazier ad with that deadbeat Colin Kaepernick and that New York Times campaign, which was, and here are my views on both of those. I'll start with the New York Times. Look, it's a lovely campaign. I mean, it's very nice. It's we used to have this joke back in the day when we were trying to sort of like cram every category for the awards in the agencies, and if there was something that we just weren't too sure about, we'd always say, oh, we'll enter it for best use of super, which is ironically enough the award that should have gone to the New York Times campaign, because it's great. It's a fantastic edit. It's a really nice use of typography and supers. But is it the best ad? It's not the best ad, right? But because it's the New York Times, you know, pursuing the truth, basically sort of like saying Orange Man bad, everyone laps it up. And then you've got the Nike, and you know, Nike produces such great stuff. Eden Kennedy is such a great agency, but they've just become infected with this social justice warrior mentality recently, and the idea that sort of like, you know, ideology informs aesthetics, and it fucking doesn't. And despite what you think of sort of like Colin Kaepernick's stance, which I just think is a cynical stunt. I mean, the guy's done nothing for the black community, and you know, if you're paid to stand up, stand the fuck up. When I worked in when I worked at JWC Jakarta, we had Japanese clients, and you had to stand up every time they got in the room. And everyone was quite happy standing up, because if you didn't stand up, you got fired, and that's the deal. You know, you're paid to be there, so stand up. So that's my view on that. But then you look at the actual ad. So put that issue aside. You look at the ad. It's just like, it looks like an animatic of just a lot of other Nike commercials cut together with a test voiceover. For the life of me, I can't see what the creative value is in that. Here's the thing, noble cause does not equal noble art. So, rant over. I'm pretty pleased with myself. It's 7 minutes past 7 in the morning, and I was at the Shots party last night. I get there, I've got my Shots wristband, and as I'm going through, this guy gives me like these two plastic tabs, and I'm like, you know, I pride myself on being pretty hip, slick and cool. I'm like, what the fuck are these things? It looked like sort of like industrial strength acid or something, and I was like, do I clip them onto my wristband? I had no idea. It turns out they were like drink coupons. They were just like for 2 blobs of plastic, and I was like, wow, if I had a 3D printer, you know, everyone would be drinking for free. The Shots party was its usual palaver. It's a shame because it wasn't on the beach. It was on the rooftop terrace of the Palais, which you would have thought would be a great venue, but no, it wasn't. It was just, I tell you what, look, honestly, it sort of reminded me of a youth club disco. Because, you know, basically all the, you know, for those things, the only ingredients you needed was sort of like loud music and a few flashing lights. And that's kind of what it was like. The venue just didn't lend itself to a party at all, but it was good to be there. It was good to catch a few people, and as you can see, I'm not on La Croisette today. I'm on. This is where I come for my mornings before the madness, to sort of prep myself, and it really is beautiful, particularly at this time of day. Anyway, it's breakfast time to head over to the Carlton. So if you've got any, next week I'm going to be doing a lot of videos because I'm in Saint-Tropez, and that really feeds my content producing mojo. So if you've got any questions, if there's anything you'd like me to talk about, leave a note in the comments, leave a suggestion in the comments, and I'll get right back to you. À tout à l'heure.